From JFCCT point of view and from all investors, I think reform is something, or regulatory reform is something we talk about a lot. And it's needed. Thailand has a lot of laws that are not matching today's workplace and today's environment. So I think it's important that these are being changed. Digital transformation will be a very important tool in this process. If the government becomes digital, then we will definitely be able to see a positive change. But I think also one thing that is very good now is the government's commitment to OECD, the OECD accession. It will force us to make changes. It will force us to update our laws to make them more clear, make them more business environmental friendly. And I think this is something that we as foreign investors, we don't just say change the law. We need to be part of the change. Because if we're not part of the change, then the laws will be changed in a way that we maybe won't be able to comply. So collaboration, this is very, very important. If we're part of the change, then we will walk together. Because sometimes, we do business, government, they do policies. But if we work together before the law is in place, we are called into the pre-meetings, we can give recommendations to how the law can function, then I think we will have positive change. One example is the digital work permit. Very welcome by the private sector. The problem is it was pushed through a bit too fast. So some of the areas did not work, some of the areas did not function. The civil society were not ready to implement it. And what we found is that instead of helping us, it actually became a burden. So I think it's very important that we can work together on this. We can be part of the positive change. And if we look at areas that we focus on in JFCCT, we have competitiveness is key. CPI ranking of Thailand is very, let's say, troublesome at the moment. We are not improving, but we're actually going down on the ranking. I think this year or in 2025, we scored 116 out of 182 economies. And this is not good enough. We can do better. But we can only do better if private sector and the government work together. So competitiveness, digital reform, or a digital government, regulatory reform, SME need support. They're such a big part of the economy. We need to make sure that they don't only get the financial support, because sometimes financial support will not reach all of the SMEs, but financial support together with opportunities. If we have opportunities, we can build strength, and the SMEs are very, very important to the supply chain. Well, I think we all agree that in every crisis, there's opportunities. And Thailand has unique opportunities right now. Why? Geographically, location, we are in the center of ASEAN. We don't have just access to 66 or 67 million inhabitants in Thailand, but almost 700 million. ASEAN is a market that we need to look at. Then I also think we need to not look at what others do, but focus on our own strength. Thailand has a lot of strengths. We have a strong infrastructure. We have a strong manufacturing base. Yes, we need to build a future workforce for the future industries. But I think this is something that we need to, again, work together. So if we look at Thailand today, we have a lot of opportunities, but we need to be agile, we need to be quick, and we need to work together for that change. Education is key. If we look at education today, education and the curriculum that we have is not matching tomorrow's workplace. BOI, EEC, they're working on new target industries, but do we have the workforce that is necessary? So let's make sure that we bring in talents and even bring back talents, because very often we see that talents, the young talents, they go to study abroad, but they don't come back to Thailand. So let's find a way to make Thailand attractive together, because if we work together on this, I am sure that Thailand will have a very prosperous future.